I haven't made a video in a while. I've been kind of busy. But anyways, today I'm going to do another top 10. I'm going to do top 10 American Girl movies. So let's get started. So I love all these movies, and these are just in my opinion. And I wish they made a movie for every doll. So coming in at number 10 is Molly. And so what happens in her movie is she wants to be like the head tap dancer, and then her dad goes to war, and then they say that he's missing, so they think that he's dead, but then he comes back. So that's the movie for you. So I like this movie a lot, but the only reason it came in number 10 was it's kind of sad, and it's like the saddest out of all the movies. All the other ones are pretty happy and stuff, so yeah. Number 9 is Leah, and I love this movie because it's about animals and stuff, and basically what happens is she goes to Brazil and her brother gets missing, and she tries to save him and some endangered exotic animals. So I like this movie because it's about animals, and I like that, and it takes place in Brazil, and that Jan from The Office is in it. So number 8 is Sage, and I love this movie too. In the movie, Sage and their teacher shuts down the art program, and then the next year it's going to be the music program that shuts down, so they try to save up money for that. And in the middle of that, Sage is trying to learn how to ride a horse, and her grandma is sick, and she's doing paintings too, so yeah. So I like that this movie has horses in it, and that it's about art. So number 7, I think, is McKenna, and I like her movie too. It's about gymnastics, and she has a learning disorder, and her tutor is in a wheelchair, and they learn to accept everyone. I like that. I think the gymnastics in this movie is really cool, and I like the plot of it. So number 6 is Kit, and I like this movie. It's mainly about her family just surviving the Great Depression, but so her dad loses his company or gets fired or something, and then they have to let other homeless people in their houses, and then there's this homeless person that seems like they're stealing everyone's stuff, but it's actually a person that you wouldn't expect. So yeah. So in this one, I like that Kit is like a writer and gets to write stuff, and I think the acting is really good. And it's cool that the kids solve a mystery. So number 5 is Samantha, and her movie is, so basically her parents die, and then she lives with her grandma, and her neighbor gets servants, and she wants to be friends with the girl that's the servant, and then they have to move to New York, I think, and she works in a factory, and then she notices how they don't treat her right and stuff. So Samantha thinks it's wrong that kids have to work in factories, so she eventually adopts her and her sister. So I think the costumes and sets in this movie are really good, and I think the acting is really good too. And I think it gives them a good message too. So number 4 is Felicity, and I really like this movie. So it's her birthday, and she doesn't really want to be like how girls are in colonial times. She likes horseback riding and stuff, and she's supposed to like tea and dancing and stuff like that. So she sees that this guy, I forget his name, he's being mean to this horse named Penny. Well, that's not her name, but Felicity named it that. And every night at like midnight, she goes to feed Penny an apple and eventually trains it. Before Felicity's grandpa dies, he buys her the horse and this outfit actually. And then he dies, and the movie is mostly about like loyalists and patriots and stuff too. What I like about this movie is that I think the acting is really good, number one, and it teaches you a lot about history, and there's horses in it too, and I like that. So, and number 3 is Isabel. Her movie is mostly about her and her sister are really good ballerinas, but her sister is like the best ballerina, and they go to a performing arts school. And Isabel is trying out to get a scholarship to a New York thing, and she is afraid that she's not going to get it, and she doesn't have like self-confidence and stuff. And in the middle of that, another girl is bullying her. What I like about this is I think the dancing is good in it, and I like that she likes dancing and designing clothes because I do too. So, and number 2 is Grace, and her plot of her movie is basically she goes to France to help her aunt and uncle with their baking shop, and she thinks that she's like the best baker and stuff, and that her family and friends are just being mean to her, but they're really trying to help her. And then she goes to this baking competition and she wins it, and yeah. So I really like this movie because I like the plot a lot, and I think that the acting is really good, and I love that she loves baking because I love baking. So number 1 is Krista, and this movie is kind of like crazy, but I really like it because it's fun and it's entertaining. So the main plot is they move, and her mom thinks that this new school will be easier for her to make friends, but like she hasn't made any friends, and these 3 girls are bullying her a lot and being really mean. So, and then eventually she makes friends with this girl named Gwen, and then she finds out that she's homeless. So she also joins the swim team, and her, and one of the bullies does too, and so does her brother. And she's bullying her a lot there, and she says that she has like a disease and stuff. And then she almost like kills her Chris's brother. Then Sonali decides to not be a bully anymore. Then they win the swim tournament and they become friends. Then they go see Chris's grandma's alpacas, and then they sing a song about friendship. So I really love this movie, and I watch it like a lot. So I really love this movie because I love swimming, and my brother is like the same age as Chris's brother and loves swimming too. And the next dolls that I want are Sonali and Krista. So yes. Okay, so leave in the comments below, what are your favorite American Girl movies? I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!